How's it going, YouTube? It's Elliot here. Welcome back to another Elliot Reads video, guys. I am going to do my September TBR for the month. I did originally already record this because I had my 5 books picked out that I was going to read for this month. But then I went to volunteering on Wednesday and my friend had finally bought the ACOTAR series for me. So yeah, thank you to Saul, my friend Saul, for giving me these books to read for this month, borrow for this month. Really awesome of them. They've been wanting to give me these for a while and they finally brought them into volunteering on Wednesday. So I'm really excited to get stuck into them as well. So yeah, shout out to Saul. Thanks, Saul. I know you watch some of my videos, so thank you very much if you do watch this for borrowing me the series. Really appreciate it. Change of plans, scrap that other video that I recorded, and now I'm gonna read the ACOTAR series along with another book. So I've got 5 books here to read, and it might take me a while. I hope I'm gonna be able to read the ACOTAR series in this month, because these two are big chunky boys. Look at this. These 600 to 700 pages long, these ones. So hopefully I'll be able to read them in time for the end of the month so I can wrap them up. But yeah, we're going to get into books that I'm going to read for the month of September. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Okay, so let's get into the books I'm going to read for the month of September. Okay guys, the first book I'm going to read is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This is about a retirement village which holds a number of residents, but we focus on four of them residents who are in this retirement village, and they meet every Thursday to look at unsolved murders and try and solve them. And then one day an actual murder happens on the doorstep of the village. Yeah, they get together and try and solve this mystery of who murdered this person who they actually know. Try and piece it all together and try and get help of the police and things. And yeah, I've already started reading it, as you can see. I've already started it, so yeah. But it sounds really fun, and they gotta try and catch the killer before it's too late. So yeah, sounds really interesting. This has been on my TBR for quite a while actually, so I'm very excited to carry on reading this book and see how it ends, and if they do catch the murderer or if they don't catch the murderer. So yeah, I'm going to read the back so you get an idea of what it's about in more detail. In a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. But when a brutal killing takes place on their very doorstep, the Thursday Murder Club find themselves in the middle of their first live case. Elizabeth, Joyce, Abraham and Ron might be pushing 80, but they still have a few tricks up their sleeves. Can our orthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? So yeah, it sounds really, really cool. I'm enjoying it so far that I'm reading. And yeah, that's the first book I'm reading for the month of September. Okay guys, so the second book I'm going to read is by Sarah J. Maas. And this is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is the first book in the ACOTAR series. And this is about Farah, who is a huntress, and she goes out hunting one day and she actually kills a magical creature that is forbidden to be killed. And she learns the hard way that she shouldn't have killed it. And she gets imprisoned in her enemy's kingdom. She's allowed to roam the kingdom, but she is forbidden to escape, obviously. So she has a captor who follows her around and makes sure she's not getting up to no good. But yeah, as long as she stays in this kingdom, she starts to fall for her captor and kind of doesn't want to because she's heard bad things about his kind. So she's kind of trying to break the spell of falling in love with this person or get her heart broken. So yeah, I'll read the back so you get an idea of what it is about fully in more detail. Farah is a huntress. She thinks nothing of slaughtering a wolf to capture its prey. But like all mortals, she fears what lingers mercifully beyond this forest, and she will learn that taking the life of a magical creature comes at a high price. Prison and enchanted court in her enemy's kingdom, Farah is free to roam but forbidden to escape. Her captor's body bears the scars of fighting and his face is always masked, but his piercing stare draws her ever closer. As Farah's feelings for Tamlin begin to burn through every warning she's been told about his kind, an ancient wicked shadow grows. Farah must find a way to break a spell or lose her heart forever. Yeah, sounds really interesting. I've been wanting to read this series for a very long time. I'm excited to get into these books and read them. So that's the second book that I'm reading for the month of September. Okay guys, the third book I'm going to read in the ACOTAR series is, well, it's the second book in the ACOTAR series, but the third book I'm going to read for the month is A Court of Mist and Fury. And in this one, I guess Farah has escaped, or Tamlin has let her go after they probably fall in love with each other. I don't know until I read that other book, but she is immortal in this one, and she's had to rescue Tamlin from an evil queen, and she possesses the power of the High Fae, and in order to get Tamlin back, she's had to do some pretty terrible things, and she made a deal with Rhysand to try and get Tamlin back, but it kinda comes to bite her in the butt as the book goes on, because a war starts brewing because of all the terrible things that she's done to get Tamlin back, and this deal that she made with Rhysand. So yeah, I'll read the back so you get an idea of it more in more detail of what it's about. Feyre is immortal. After rescuing her lover Tamlin from a wicked queen, she returns to the Spring Court possessing the powers of the High Fae. But Feyre cannot forget the terrible deed she performed to save Tamlin's bull, nor the bargain she made with Rhysand, High Lord of the feared Night Court. As Feyre is drawn ever deeper into Rhysand's dark web of politics and passion, war is looming and an evil far greater than any queen threatens to destroy everything Feyre has fought for. She must confront her past, embrace her gifts and decide her fate. She must surrender her heart to heal a world torn in two. So yeah, sounds really interesting, sounds awesome. I think it's going to be a really good follow-on from the first book, so yeah, I'm excited to get into this one as well, and one of the chunky boys. I mean, this is 600 pages long, so yeah, I'm excited to get into it, but it's going to be a long read process. Okay guys, the fourth book I'm going to be reading, and the third book in the ACOTAR series, is A Court of Wings and Ruin. In this one, Feyre leaves the Night Court and she moves over to the Spring Court, so she's deceiving the Night Court behind their backs, and obviously there's a war brewing between the two courts because of this reason, and she's trying to get revenge on the people in the Night Court. And while this is all going on, Tamlin is making deals with an invading king in another kingdom, and Feyre is trying to uncover his plans of what's actually happening, what's going on, and it's her trying to figure out who she can trust and also gaining some allies along the way to help her in the war that is about to probably happen due to this deceit of leaving the Night Court. So yeah, sounds really interesting, sounds like it's going to get very, very intense. Excited to get into this one as well, but I'll read the back so you get an idea of what it's about a bit more in detail, so yeah. Feyre will bring vengeance. She has left the Night Court and her High Lord and is playing a deadly game of deceit. In the Spring Court, Tamlin is making deals with the invading king, threatening to bring Prythian to its knees, and Feyre is determined to uncover his plans. But to do so, she must weave a web of lies, and one slip may spell doom not only for Feyre but for her world as well. As mighty armies grapple for power, Feyre must decide who to trust among the dazzling and lethal High Lords and hunt for allies in unexpected places. But while war rages, it is her heart that will face the greatest battle. But yeah, sounds very interesting. Sounds like it's going to get very intense. I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. Also a big chunky boy. I think this one's over 700 pages. This one's going to probably take me the longest, so hopefully I'll be able to get it done. But yeah, that's the fourth book that I'm reading and the third one in the series. Okay guys, the fifth book that I'm going to read and the fourth one in the ACOTAR series is Court of Frost and Starlight, and this is about Feyre being now a high lady, and her, Rhysand and their friends have rebuilt the Night Court, and it's pretty much them taking like a chill just to recollect themselves and figure out what the next move is going to be. And yeah, it's not that long. I think it's like pretty much a filler, because there is another book out, I think just got released recently, so there is actually 5 books in the series so far, but I haven't got that with me because a friend only gave me the first 4 because they're reading the fifth one currently, so they couldn't give me that one. So but anyways, that's what this one is pretty much about. I think it's pretty much like just a wind down filler sort of book because it's about 200 pages or so. But yeah, I'll read the back so you get an idea of it and fully what it's about. On the darkest night, the stars will still shine. Feyre's first winter solace as High Lady is drawn near. With it will come a hard-earned rest from the work she, Rhys, and their friends have done to rebuild the High Court and the vastly changed world beyond. Yet the festive atmosphere can't keep shadows from looming. Even as her own heart heals, she finds that those dearest to her have wounds that go deeper than she knew, and the scars of the past will touch her core in times to come. Yeah, very interesting. It sounds like it's a pretty nice little chill one to end off the ones that I've got here. If I do read the fifth one, but that's the ones I'm reading in this month, but if I do end up reading the fifth one, which I don't know if I will because them ones are quite chunky, so I don't know if I'll get round to the 5th one. But if I do, I'll add it onto the wrap up when I do it, because I haven't actually got the book with me here right now. I have to buy it from somewhere, so yeah. But anyways, that is the 5 books that I'm reading for the month of September currently, which is the Thursday Murder Club and then Dark Guitar series. So yeah, excited to get stuck into them. Hopefully I'll be able to finish them by the end of the month, with them two being quite chunky. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video to share it with you as what I'm going to read for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button down below. Create a channel, thanks so much, catch you guys in the next video. Peace out guys, good night, wherever the world you are.